I knew that you were coming into this with some performance terror, performance anxiety. So how did that compare to what you envisioned?
The sound surprised me.
Yeah. So the sound was probably bigger than you were used to, right? It was brighter. Yeah. But it was beautiful. So my favorite part was the beginning. And I can tell you some really nice things that I think it's really important to notice what we really loved about our performances as well as what we want to improve. Was there something that really felt good to you? No. Let's change that, okay? Let's change that because I felt in the opening when you went from the second bar to the third bar, I got such warmth from you. So that moment worked really well. And I hope that you will keep it that way because the warmth is so important in Schumann. Another thing I loved in the next measure, there's a lot of rubato, and sometimes he takes the time to write in writ, right? So you guys see the writ? The pacing that you had was very natural. So here. So that's a classic cadence, and you took us through it and you set the mood with how you paced it. So I hope that also sticks with, oh, that really worked so well. Because the important thing is that you're listening in real time with this acoustic, with our energy, and all that came together. So yeah, so take some time like just celebrating the things that worked. The things that I think could be a quick win. The last page felt, I think, too muddy and too assertive. And I wonder if it's because you're not used to the piano. So do you want to give it another shot now that you know how this feels? What would it sound like on your piano that you're used to? So let's see if you can create that sound by leading with your ear. Yeah, okay, good. Now let's go back again. Can we find a little softening of our muscles? So right here in the wrist, can we just play the air? And you guys can join us. Imagine, let's just play in the air. Nothing real, but can you feel how you might be under the ocean? And maybe you're an octopus with 8 tentacles, and all the tentacles are just feeling the water. Yeah, and how about your shoulder? Can you be the octopus with really long tentacles? No bones at all. In fact, you can slide through like a slit because you're so soft in the muscle. Okay. Now, let's see if it can change the sound using that. So not being assertive, just floating your dream. Let's see what that would sound like. Your shoulders are also soft. Yes, okay, good. You know, you're already getting like super soft sounds. You notice that? Yeah. Like your right hand is completely different, right? So that gives you more options. Now, you also have an option with your foot. That's another tentacle, right? Now, can you just, everybody, move your right foot as if it was an octopus. tentacle, right? You can control how much you go down. You can control how often you change. See if you can change twice as often. How would that help to air out? There's no bones anywhere. Yes. Okay, good. Do you like that? Maybe?
I'm still really nervous.
Nervous, that's okay.
I'm not truly.
You're not truly here. Thanks for sharing that. That's okay.
Oh, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's, I've not done anything what I wanted to.
That's really important for us to be aware of how it's feeling. You sure you don't want a mic?
No.
Okay, you don't want a mic. It's definitely no mic. Okay.
Worse.
Okay, because I think it's a really important thing that all of us feel at times, right? And the thing is, can we feel it a little less? That's all. And I think that just by seeing you smile, I think that you have room, right? You have room of sometimes it feels a little more anxious and sometimes it's a little less. And we're going to invite the lower level to kind of stick around for a little bit. That's all. It's sounding great, and everybody is nodding their heads to how you've changed this sound world, right? Now, the pedal, I think, was really good in just clearing it. I think it was very effective. The next layer I would go for is to let your left hand come out like it did before. Because the body weight is great. We don't want to tamper with the body weight. In fact, we want more body weight, especially if you're playing something soft. We need even more body weight in order to control it. Because we don't want it to tense up, because then we have no control. So I think before we do it, let's just look at the music for a second and hear it mentally. Because the nice thing about mental practicing is it really allows us to be an observer instead of feeling like we have to produce. And instead of leading with the physical, we can lead with our imagination of what we want. Okay, so let's just look at that bar, the 2 bars. So we're gonna hear it mentally. This is the melody here. And we're going to breathe with it. And just, you can put your hand on your heart, or you can put your hand on your abs, but do one of the 2. Could I invite you to, or you can do both, one hand on each. Right? And just see if you can allow it to breathe as you're hearing this in your head. Now, did you hear it the way that you like?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Okay. Because oftentimes, oftentimes we'll hear it the way that we played it, and then we'll decide, I think I didn't really like the way I played it in my head, and then we can change it right there. So let's hear it a couple more times, and let's put your hand on your heart, just to kind of see if you can breathe a little bit. See where your breath is, and listen to it. Did you hear it the way you like it? Okay. All right, let's try. Good, okay. I thought the balance was very nice. Did you like it?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Okay, that's okay. All right, so when we go home, you can look at the video and kind of just reprocess, hearing all the different ways that we've done it. I really like how it is a lot more fluid now, and I really like that we can hear what's going on in the bass line more clearly with the pedal changes. You're done, okay. All right, thanks.
Thank you.